In question 7a, we're able to use the fact that the exterior angle and the interior angle add up to give us 180 degrees. Therefore, the exterior angle we can work out by 180 minus the interior angle of 156, which gives us 24 degrees. Then in part B, we're asked to calculate the number of sides. In this case, we're using the fact that the exterior angles add up to 360 degrees, and because we know that each exterior angle is now 24 degrees, we can divide 360 by 24 to give us 15 sides. In question 8, we're asked to factorise each of these expressions, and in part A, we're really using the fact we know that 12p is the same as 4 times 3p, and 8 is the same as 4 times 2. Therefore, the common factor for both of these terms is 4, and what's left is 3p plus 2. Part B is slightly different. We should be able to identify that both these terms are square terms. 25 is the same as 5 squared, and we've got a squared. Therefore, using the difference of two squares, we can write these in two brackets, 5 minus a and 5 plus a, of which they can be in any order. In question 9, we're asked to draw a frequency diagram, which is essentially very similar to a bar chart. However, in a frequency diagram, the bars must touch each other. Therefore, in this case, we must check that each of our groups, which are here, do not actually overlap, or indeed they do touch each other. In this case, they don't, because the first group goes up to 10 and the second group starts at 11. Therefore, we must identify the class boundaries of each group. Using these class boundaries, we now are able to plot our frequency diagram. Your finished frequency diagram should look like this. Although it's quite difficult to show on this scale, we should be using the bars boundaries of 0.5 to 10.5 and so forth. That ensures that the bars actually do touch each other. In part B, we're asked to write down the modal class. This is going to be the class that has got the greatest frequency, and from the table below we can see that the class of 11 to 20 has got 8 girls, and that is the most, so 11 to 20 is the modal class. In part C, in order to estimate the mean mark, we can't use the classes that we've got, so we're going to have to work out the midpoint of each class. So taking the first group, or class, we've got 1 to 10. So in order to work out the midpoint, we add those two together to get 11 and divide by 2 to give us 5.5. And we repeat this process for each one. We also need to know the total frequency. So if we add up the number of girls, we should see that there are 31 in total. We will need to use this. Then we will also need to work out a column of f times x. So that's the frequency multiplied by our new midpoint, and do that for each group that we've got. Having worked out the frequency times x for each group, we then add them all together and we should get 860.5. Therefore, the mean is going to be 860.5 divided by the total frequency, which works out to be 27.76 to 2 decimal places. In part D, we're asked to find the group that contains the median mark. So we should know that the median is the middle number when all the values are placed in order. And because we've got a group frequency table here, the numbers are essentially all in order. We already know from the previous part of the question that the frequency is 31. Therefore, it should be simple enough to work out that the median is the 16th value. Then going over to our table, The first 3 values are in the group 1 to 10. Then the next 8 are in the group 11 to 20. So cumulatively we've now used 11 values. The next 7 are in the group 21 to 30. So that would take us up to 18 values. Therefore the 16th value must be in this group. Hence that is the median group.